Hi, this is Srinivasan ramanujam, founder and CEO of Career Mudra. So we are going to talk about how to start a business, right? This is very interesting term for every entrepreneur should know about how to start, where to start, and when to start, right? So today I'm just going to talk about little in depth about where to start, right? So all of us even I had a fear, where to start. And the first question, there is a lot of a list of questions, it will come to your mind where we can fill and where we can get an answer, right? This is very important for every entrepreneur. First, there are a lot of questions, there are a lot of confusions, there are a lot of fear, right? So how to overcome these kind of questions, confusions, and fears, right? We need to sit and ask these questions, because first we are questions, we are writing down all the questions, where, when, how, for all the things, all the phenomenal things, how to solve, after solving this, where to start, where we can have office. So we will see one by one, because I don't want to confuse you, in any kind of a manner. It should be very crystal clear for everyone, every entrepreneur, or who is becoming, or who is wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I don't want to confuse you in telling all at once. I wanted to go one by one. So where to start? This is the first question in this series. We are going to see about where we can start our business, or from where we can get an idea. So this is again another question, right? Because that's what I said. The question, hell lot of questions you will come across, and you have to sit and plan. And first question, let it come. Don't have to worry about those questions. Okay, questions. Yes, obviously it will come. All right. So from where, this question leads into a lot of the other the sub questions, like in what, or in which area, in which domain we need to start. Because everyone starting a business, for a lot of different people from different ages, different experiences, people are there, right? This is it. This could be anything, wherever you are. Whatever your ages are, or whatever your experiences are, right? So to starting a business, it is really a challenging one. And first we have to agree that it is going to be a risk. There are a lot of risk we have to face. This is the first thing we have to note it down. Risk factor is huge. So there is no comfort zone. Exactly, yes, there is no comfort zone. First is risk. There's no comfort zone. Comfort zone in the sense, everything, you have to, as a single person initially, if you are a single person, you have to work hard to again, you have to work for what is your business plan is all about. So you have to work, and you have to think based on your strengths, right? So this, where to start our business, this leads to all these questions. Okay, and then answer is, before going into, or before writing any kind of a business plan for yourself, first be ready for all these things. First one is, you are going to take your life at risk. Next thing is, there is no comfort zone for you. Okay, you have to think in all around 360-degree like this. Okay, so it is not like 90-degree or 45-degree you have to focus, and rest somebody will come and take care. Nothing. So you have to think in such a way that in all the possibilities where you can be attacked, or you have to be faced, those challenges will come to your face. So you have to challenge that, and you have to face that. Okay. So next thing is risk comfort zone and the fear factor. This is very, very important in any business. Okay, fear in the sense, the first fear is you have to convince your family members. Okay, your family, it could be anything, if you are as bachelor, if you are single, you have to convince your parent, right? If you are married, you have to convince your wife, your spouse, how it is going to be. They have to believe, they have to travel with you, otherwise this plan is not going to work out in any manner, right? This is very important thing. These three things you have to be ready to face it. Okay, so the risk. Okay, the next thing is there is no comfort zone, and the third thing is fear. And fear itself, it is not only the family fear, there are a lot of fear, right? How to give the salary, how to get the salary, how to get the return on investment. There are a lot of fear. So we will be going to see all the things one by one, but still where to start itself, these questions will arise, but I'm just making you ready for all these things. So, and then we will go, the major part of where actually the business plan is sitting. Okay, so before doing all those plans and everything, you have to make up your mind and body and soul and everything, your flesh, right? Everything, like you are a businessman, right? You have to think like a businessman, you have to think like a CEO. So okay, so then these factors, you have to your mind has to be set in such a way that yes, I was expecting this, yes, I was expecting this kind of hurdles, or I'm expecting this kind of the factor which is affecting my financial status. Yes, you have to accept this, or you have to expect this. You have to expect, and you have to accept it, right? And your family members too has to accept your financial situation. So they have to agree upon, they have to travel upon with you, and they have to be proud upon you. And for that, it will make you have to do a lot of things. Okay, so it is not so easy, and it is not so simple, and you have to work hard, not only on your business plan, getting things done on these three factors. It is very important before starting a business, right? Are you feeling so? Exactly. So because I have faced all these things in my life, so I have convinced all the people, whoever is I admire, or at least my family members, right? So you have to get freedom of all the things, because you have to manage your time. So we'll see those kind of things later point in time, the same series. Okay, so where to start the business? Yes, before where to start, you have to set your mind in such a way that you have to be ready for facing all the challenges first. Okay, so once you made up your mind, once you set up your mind, then sit where to begin your business, where to begin. Okay, so you may be a software engineer previously, you may be hardware engineer or networking engineer, or any kind of an engineer for that matter, or any kind of a arts, any kind of a student you are, any kind of a background you have, whatever the skill you have. First, you have to sit and write what is needed and what is going to give, you are going to give as a service or as a product, and with that product, what is unique. Okay, this is very important. What are you going to make out of your service? First of all, why you have to start a business? See, there are a lot of questions is coming out. So why you have to start a business? Are you going to make any huge difference in the domain where you are looking for, or are you going to making any kind of a uniqueness? Are you going to invent anything new, Are you going to invent, reinvent or an existing model? What are you got? What are you up to? This is very, very important question. So ask this question. I mean, first you have to make your mind to face all the challenges, and then start writing what is your business plan to start, where this business is going to be, right? So we will discuss in detail about the procedures, rules and regulations, or any kind of for that matter, right? So first, to start a business, you have to think like you are a businessman. This is the aspect, this is the inner strength you are going to make up your mind. So nowhere else, the employee within you has to come out at any point of time. Okay, so this is very important, and we will discuss the same question. We will discuss in the lot of aspects, various aspects, and then we will see the advantages, disadvantages, and then we will go one by one, because this series is going to be very important. See how to start a business. If you Google it, as I said earlier, you will get a lot of information, but we have to go in procedural way. There is something should be should needed before starting any business. Okay, it is not so easy, and it is not I mean, to start a business is easy, right? But what we are doing, that doesn't matter, right? So thank you so much. We'll see a lot of things later.